I want to provide a little bit of feedback on a question here on queen replacement. I'm going to be putting a lot of attention towards this coming summer and provide some videos, some real hands-on approach. But right now, I'd like to address this question. Thank you for making and posting all of your beekeeping videos on YouTube. I've enjoyed and learned a great deal from them. I have been managing about 250 colonies for the past 3 years. I have a question regarding queen replacement. When transitioned from a hobby beekeeper to a professional beekeeper, I found a mentor that helped me learn all the ins and outs of my new profession. I take my bees to pollinate almonds in California, then bring them home to make honey. My mentor's philosophy is to requeen every hive every year. He tells me that he averages more honey per colony by doing this. What are your feelings on this? In your operation, do you see a difference in the amount of honey produced from young queens versus 2, 3, or 4-year-old queens? Thank you for your time. Okay, Scott, first off, I just want to say, sounds like you have a pretty good mentor there, so hang on to the guy and listen to what he's saying, because what he's saying is absolutely correct. As beekeepers, we have so many influences around us completely out of our control. But one thing that we can control is the youthfulness of our queen stock. Young queens will translate directly into hive vigor and hive performance. How you bring new queens in, it doesn't really matter. You can import queens, you can buy in mated queens. What I do, I've transitioned my operation away from importing queens to more of a self-sustainable queen management program, and it's been working very well for me. You have to understand your area and your operational demands, okay, and then focus your whole queen strategy around those factors. In short, those youthful queens will bring you the most production and profits. A little while back, Jerry sent me a real neat bee growth interactive graph. It really showed the importance of youthful stock in your colonies. You can take a colony of any size, pretty much, and that colony will grow into brilliance through the year just for the very fact of having a young queen in that hive. You can take a real big hive and drop in a poor queen, and it is going to do absolutely nothing. So you need vigor in your stock to be able to promote productiveness in your hive stock. So whether that means you have to requeen every year or every 2 years, that really depends on what your area and your operational demands are, okay? So what I do, I kind of transitioned from an annual model of beekeeping into more of a biannual model, where I will, and very specific to my area up here, I focus my queen rearing and development through the summer. That's the best time I can mate my queens. I take that queen, I develop it in nukes. I winter that queen in the nukes, and then I take that queen in the spring in those nukes, and I incorporate those hives into my operation stock. If you kind of see what I'm doing, I'm creating a 2-year annual cycle. I find I produce those queens that summer, they winter, that next year, those queens are at their peak performance. Throughout the year, I'm going to be making videos out in the bee yards and providing you more of a hands-on approach. And you're going to notice my attention to disease, my attention to nutrition, and my attention to queen quality and youthfulness in my stock. Those are 3 areas I feel that are extremely important to be able to ensure that the operation runs smoothly and very productively. So however you manage your operation in your area of the world, you have to manage it very specific to your region. Basics follow through. Okay, so that's just a little bit of feedback I thought I'd share with you. Let me know how you make out and keep in touch.